Set number 6 will be played on Core Hall, Floating Island. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position as the red Protoss, playing for WOONGJIN Stars, his name is Flying.
His opponent wants to end the game right now, does not want to drag the series into the ace match. His name is Alive, playing for EGTL. Of course, spawning as Blue Terran on the top right-hand position.
Yep.
So, Alive, a little bit unlucky. I guess he wanted to get the top left and the right bottom position so that he could use the Medivacs to use a close air distance, but not working out today. These two players did play in a best-of-3 series once, and Flying did defeat Alive 2-1 in GSO Code A round number 1.
Oh, okay. So a little bit of history here, but Alive, he did take one game off of Flying, so showing that Flying doesn't have a huge edge over him.
Now Flying is of course in WCS Korea Season 2 Auction All-Kill Star League.
Yep.
Round of 32, group number, group letter B. Innovation, Savage, Flying, and Byung is in that particular group.
Byung.
Byung.
CJ Byung?
Yes.
Okay.
You know he actually named himself after the video game effect?
Byung. Byung.
Yes.
Terrible. I always get him and LGIM Buell mixed up. Ooh, gas first opening from Alive. I like it. We do have a standard opening from our WOONGJIN Stars player, Flying. Flying's also, he's one of those few Protoss players out there that will occasionally go Nexus first. So he's not going to do that this game, but we've seen it from him in the past. I remember he did it against Flash once.
No, this is just a little bit unfortunate for Alive, as I'm pretty sure he prepared the same build when he spawned in the left top and the right bottom position, and it would have worked out a lot better because the air distance would have gotten closer. But hey, you got to work with what you have, and when it comes to Core Hall Floating Island, it's random.
No, it's true. All right, well, the Reaper is going to be in production here now. And Flying, he sees everything, so he's going to be perfectly prepared for this early Reaper. It's not going to really do much damage, but it's not going to really change the game too much. The extra gas, though, that our Terran player has, he could use that to build an early factory. I think he's going to go ahead and proxy it.
On the left side of the map,
yes,
there goes the proxy.
So I'm liking this, man. We got a prepared build. The Reaper is going to...
Welcome to Kespa Pro League.
Like all of the Korean casters are like, ah.
You know what's funny? I have the same feeling inside me right now, except it doesn't work out well in English. I just want to scream because this is still unbelievable. Scouting this proxy right away.
Yeah, Alive getting lucky with the placement of his SCV here, but eventually we'll be able to get damaged here. Alive trying nice job.
Oh, nice micro.
Yeah, and the Reaper over here is going to pick off that probe. So, in fact, we're going to finish, and we do have a reactor add-on for the barracks at the home base. Mothership core now out, and Flying is grabbing his Nexus. The Reaper going to get scared away for now. Stalker on the way as well from our Protoss player Flying. Widowmine in production, and we're going to see a command center behind this on the low ground for Alive.
So Alive knows that he can't go for a huge commitment with this attack, so he's just going to try to harass with a single Widowmine and put the probes out of position. Now the Reaper is inside the main base, going to get one extra probe because no Mothership core is here to defend against the Reaper.
Yeah. Where is that Mothership core?
I think it's slowly coming back right now, or is he just waiting for the Stalker to finish?
Alive actually is going to kill off 4 workers.
This is a little mistake because he should pull the Mothership core even if there is some attack happening with the factory over there.
Ooh.
Widowmine placement is fantastic over there. He cannot mine
wow,
from the
up to
natural base
6
right now.
kills. Are you serious?
Might get a 7-1. Ah, so close, but...
That puts Alive in a pretty solid position early on in the game. Flying on the defensive. That Reaper did way more damage than it should have. Alive grabbing a fast third command center behind this.
I
don't see why not.
Yeah. And the thing is, Flying was expecting some kind of fast Hellions from the factory, except it didn't work out. And the burrow, yes, it's going to burrow just in time, and the Stalkers are just sitting ducks.
Yeah. The Observer's going to come out pretty soon, though. The Robo is on its way here. Not complete yet, but getting close. And Flying, he is... This is kind of an awkward position for him to be in because he has got to get that Observer out. He needs to play very defensive here, and the Widowmine going to escape with 10 health.
You know what would be really amazing if Flying decides to defuse the Widowmine, except Alive gets a fast scan down on the Observer and the Widowmine hits it?
That'd be sick.
That would be really sick.
If we see that, I'd be so happy.
Oh,
Oh,
the
Marines.
Stalker is out of position.
And the Marines getting forward here. Stalker down to 22 health, surviving with just a tiny bit. Out there, Alive also doing some proxy scouting of his own to make sure he knows what his opponent is up to. Both players are grabbing their Forge and Engineering Bay here. And yeah, that's going to get picked off. So the Widow Mines don't end up really doing anything, but they do force Flying on the defensive for a long time, and they do prevent him from mining from the
bases,
natural. Yeah.
which is really huge at this point because Flying, he decided to go for a little bit early expansion, and that actually cost him a lot of mining time.
All right, so we have a cannon on the way in the main base. Researching that +1 armor. WOONGJIN Stars style play. We see this a lot from Free and SOS.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to go for this play if your opponent opens a factory first, because you never know when the halberd drops are going to come. You need the cannons, you need some stalkers in position to take out the medevacs as soon as possible.
I would like to see some hellbat drops here, but there's no armory on the way, and I don't believe there's a starport yet. Oh,
Nice snipe on the Observer.
Excellent snipe. Alive on top of his game today, man. We are seeing... this is like so cool, man. I'm loving that I'm seeing the EGTL players play better and better every time they're sent out in Pro League.
And this is actually, you know, it is late into the season, but this is fantastic news if EGTL does play in next season or Pro League.
Yeah, I could actually see them, you know, definitely being one of the top 4 teams the second time around, as long as they continue to practice a lot during the downtime. Maybe pick up a recruitment or recruiting player or two. Yeah, they could definitely do it.
Scouting inside the main base, gonna see the command center also, and sees the starport and the factory reactor timing.
All right, robotics is about to finish here for a Protoss player. And supply-wise, we are seeing Alive starting to take a small edge, but that generally happens around this time in the game. Missile turret on the way as well. Alive, man, he is just all over the place with his scouting. He wants to see everything.
Well, he is scouting around to see if there's any proxies, but one thing that he was lacking is scouting inside the main base. He doesn't know what tech his opponent is going for, so I would like to see him throw a scan inside the main base to see that his opponent is going for Colossus.
I'd also like to see Alive go ahead and grab his third base now. He's had the third command center for a while now. You know, why not go ahead and take that?
Usually around 10 minutes, the command center will be at third base, but it seems like he's just playing it extra safe, leaving the command center inside the main base. And once he gets a double medevac out, once he starts pushing out on the map, that's when he's going to lift up the command center and then land it over there at the third.
Yeah, pretty solid scan. Sees a lot of important information here.
But does not see the Robo Bay.
Yeah, it doesn't confirm that. You can assume it. Oh, will he spot the Observer? Nope. But Alive will be notified. Flying will be notified of this attack coming his way. And he doesn't really have a lot of units here. He's, I think, got one Colossus out. He's got a few Stalkers, Sentries, Zealots, you know. We do have that armory on the way. That's probably for the +2. We have a second Engineering Barrier as well. Alive, he's going to move in for the attack here.
All he wants to do is draw out the Nexus cannon, but look at this. His opponent still has a lot of Colossus right now.
Nice splits there.
Nice split, and Force Fields do nothing as it only traps one Marine.
Yeah. I like this man. He's feigning out Force Fields. He's not overcommitting, picking off a unit here or there. Alive going to be streaming in a lot more units. If he can bait out all of the Force Fields and go for an additional attack, then it'll be very scary. Medevac moving out, but the Observer sees it, Flying, with some great placement here.
Yeah, Flying has great placement when it comes to the Observers, and he reacts immediately, but there's one single Zealot over there harassing the command center. I don't know why it's moving towards the other area over there. That's a little mistake. I guess he misclicked, and he's not paying attention on the minimap right now.
Flying, I love his Observer usage, man. He has got Observers everywhere. This drop, man, it's not going to do a single darn thing.
Yeah, well, it does force some Stalkers inside the main base, and I think Alive, he's going to try to pressure at the natural while also dropping inside the main base at the same time. Yeah. Which is not going to work out as well, but it really also depends on how many units Flying has at the natural base. There comes the Stalkers, and Alive's reaction timing was fantastic.
Yeah, he was completely prepared for that. All right, Blank is about halfway done. We have the +2 armor starting for our Protoss player. I don't think he has +1, though, so Alive is going to be doing pretty solid in the upgrade department. Hellbats on the way now, as well as Vikings. We have a third Nexus being constructed here for Flying, and this proxy piling going to get scouted here.
Yeah, there's one Zealot warp in, but it's going to get taken out so easily, especially with the medevac supporting the Marine. So with the Hellbats coming out, do you think he's going to go for the SCV all?
He's getting the +1 armor. I could certainly see him doing that, but he's pretty far ahead. I think that Alive as long as he presses his advantage, he could go just for a big 200 push before Storm's out, because the Templar Archives isn't okay. There we go. It's being constructed now, but it's going to be pretty late. I could see the 3-base all-in working with the SCV pull and the Hellbats. I think it's a bit of a risk to go for it, though. I mean, he's ahead, but he's not, enormously ahead.
Yes, and if he wants to go for it, he needs to go for it now before the Templars, the Archons, and the Storms are out from his opponent. Like I said, it's really strong against Protoss players who's staying only on one tech, but look at this Alive. He's just going to drag it into the late game. He's going to get a Ghost Academy behind this.
Alive's supply blocked 177. He hasn't decided to take a 4th command center yet. He's moving across the map. This is a scary-looking Terran army here.
Well, he doesn't even need the SCVs because, like you said, this is so...
This
such
is
a fantastic
scary
army from Alive.
With good positioning and good force fields, maybe Flying can hold here. He's got the blink to snipe off a few of those Vikings.
Well,
Double time warp going down as well. This is not the best position for a Terran player to fight in. And oh no! A lot of his units are getting cut off here, and this is going to give Flying that edge that he needs to get back into this game. Supply still heavily favoring the Terran player, but that was pretty much a best-case scenario move for Flying, getting a lot of units for free.
So now if Alive wants to attack again, then he needs to wait for the reinforcements. Given that he does have 188 supply compared to 141 supply of his opponent.
Yeah. I would love to see Alive trying to attack this 3rd base from a different angle here.
Well, he's going to try to go for a massive drop inside the main base. The Observer isn't in position to
Ooh, he's going to have that 4th one as well to join the party there.
Oh, this looks really scary. He does have Fusells, but Fusells against 4 Medivacs, they're nothing.
All right, here comes the drop, and Flying out of position. He's going to move his units back to defend, and Alive's going to press forward at the 3rd base. While that goes on, he can possibly depower a lot of the units, the pylons over here, maybe even go for the Nexus. And, a big miss rally from Alive, but he's going to move.
But those Colossus are out of position. He should go for the attack at the 3rd base right now.
Oh, he needs to go for the 3rd Alive. Is he going to go for the 3rd or the natural, though? He's going to destroy all the units there. Yeah, and the main base, Alive taking complete control of this game. Where are Flying's units, man? He doesn't have many units out of position. He's down the 91 supply compared to the 173 of Alive. He's pushing his opponent, completely destroying him at all angles.
This could be it. He only has 2 Colossus, which are getting taken out. No gateways to warp it, any extra zealous, so he can't have any units dancing around. GG! First time EGTL gets 3-game winning streak in Pro League as they take out WOONGJIN Stars even before the Ace match.
Wow.
Oh.
This is not the same EGTL that we saw a month ago. They improved a little bit when Heart of the Swarm and Coach Park came into the picture, but we are really seeing them, turn into a real team here, or a team that people can say, hey, these guys deserve to be in Pro League. They shouldn't be kicked out. And with this victory here, WOONGJIN Stars once again loses the Evil Geniuses Team Liquid. And now, for the first time since February, EGTL, they've moved up to that 7th place position.
A lot of people have been making fun of EGTL throughout the whole season, and I wasn't happy with it because these guys, they give it their best. They try to perform well. Without the support, they're not going to stay in Pro League.
Exactly. So I'm really impressed with EGTL here. Winning 4-2 over WOONGJIN Stars is great. They defeated, let's see,